Hey guys, it's me in long format. Now I know this isn't normal for me, but there is a special reason. And that special reason is right to my left. Ta-da! But before we get into what's on the rack, I'm going to give you a bit of a backstory. So let's go and get a little bit more cozy. Much better. So, since September last year, I've been working with Labour Rail to come up with my own collection. As you already know, my style is not very one way or the other. It's kind of eclectic, and I've always dressed in a way where I just let my mood of that day take me where it wants to go. So who knows what I'm going to be looking like? There's not one style that I kind of conform into. But trying to convey that in a clothing collection is not easy. Because typically a collection, you do need to have some kind of like cohesion. You need to have something that kind of brings everything together to make it clear that it's one collection. This is like yours. Now the process was really cool. I got to work with the amazing team at Labour Rail. And yeah, it was just such a amazing collaborative experience, and one that I just thoroughly enjoyed from the start to finish. And now we're finally at the point where I have the items with me. Now before we get into the fun fashion show part of this little video, what I'm going to do is answer a few questions that I think you might have when it comes to purchasing the collection and getting it on your body at home, you know? It is worth noting that at the time of filming this, I am still learning the information myself. So if there's anything that I'm like, I'm not too sure, or if I say like, it could be this or it could be that, I will interject that with the information on screen. So this is a made to order collection. So what that means is we are not going to be producing more than we need to. We're only going to produce what is ordered from you guys. We're doing this because it's just better for the planet this way. We can be a lot more sustainable. We cannot waste fabric, we cannot waste workers' time, and we can save things from going to landfill. So that was something that was really important with this collection. I wanted to make sure it was done correctly, and that we were being conscious of, you know, the fast fashion machine of it all. Now, because of this made to order aspect, there is going to be a wait time. And I know we're impatient beings, I definitely am, but I'm hoping that the items in this collection are kind of unique enough to make you want to do the wait. So what will happen is you will have, I believe, 2 to 3 weeks to put your orders in. Now when this happens, you will not have to pay in that moment. You will place your order, it will go off, and then once we've got all our orders in and we've hit the ordering deadline, that's when you will be charged. Of course, this information will be clear on the website when you are checking out, so you'll know when payment is expected to come out of your account, but you can make the order before payday without spending a penny, basically. Now, once your order has gone to production, it can take up to 6 weeks for that item to be made, prepared, and sent to you. So I do appreciate that 6 weeks is a bit of a wait, but I truly think these pieces are so unique that it's worth it, you know? Now, one of my favourite parts, and one of the most important parts for me when I was doing this collection, is making sure that it ships worldwide. Because yes, I am based in the UK, but I do know that a lot of you are not. So I wanted to make sure that this collection could reach you wherever you are in the world. And I believe the shipping is free, but we'll put that in this little box here. And then the final thing, I know we've made to order that you can have that worry that, can I return it if it doesn't fit or I don't like it? Don't worry, you can. It is made to order, but if you do need to return something, that is totally fine. You may do so, and then I'm not sure what happens after that, but I'm pretty sure what we'll be able to do is kind of then do like a resale at some point of returned items if we get that many. But now, let's get to the fun part and try these bad boys on. So here we are, the J Beach X Labour Rail collection. So there are 23 individual pieces in the collection. A bunch of them are sets that you could buy together or you could wear separately, mostly because I love a set, because it just takes out the stress of having to like figure out your outfit. You know, like if you're feeling lazy but you also want to look good, you just reach for a set. You're done, styling done, put it on, go out the house. Now a few of these you may have actually already seen me wear, because I have been slowly teasing some of these outfits out and about in the world, just to kind of get an idea of how people would react to them, but also to get some promotional content. Gotta get that promo, you know? So I'm gonna start off with the item I wore most recently. So here is outfit number 1. Ta-da! As you may have noticed, I wore this recently at the Bridgestone premiere, and it went down an absolute treat. I swear I could not walk more than 5 foot without someone coming over and complimenting the suit, which obviously made me feel amazing, because I'm like, it's coming out soon, it's coming out soon. People like it. I had a feeling that this suit would be a hit because it's such a way of like elevating a classic. And it also just looks and feels really high end, but at an affordable price, which was something I absolutely wanted to nail with this collection. I wanted to make sure that people could buy these outfits that were more big event outfits, red carpet looks, but at an affordable price. The inspiration behind this suit was literally me going, I want a suit that looks like someone's nan's curtains, you know, like, and I think we kind of nailed it. We found this fabric and it's gorgeous. I mean, look at it. Look at the detail, the colors. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So, this is the suit. She's gorgeous. But underneath, I also have another item, which is this gorgeous little shirt. Ta-da! Yay! Sound effects. Woo! So within this collection, I made sure we added in a few elevated basics. Now, what I mean by that is items of clothing that you can kind of like pair with things quite easily, but still have a bit of an elevated edge. So for this one, it may just look like your average beige light cream shirt, but as you can see, it has this ruffle detail that goes all the way up along and all the way down the back. It also has that ruffle here on the sleeves. Apologies for this being a little bit creased. I did just tuck it in. I probably should have filmed this before I tucked it in, but I am not very good at forward planning. It's very comfortable, a very nice material. It's very thick. You'll notice that with all the items in the collection, like when they started turning up and I started showing friends them, every single one was like, oh my God, the quality. And I was like, da 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 da, because we ain't putting anything out that's gonna fall apart after going in the washing machine once. Another fun fact about these items of clothing is that I kind of hate buttons. I hate having to, you know, do the buttons up. I'm lazy. I ain't got time for that. So what did we do? Pop. Puppy buttons. Didn't mean to flash you. All of the shirts have snap buttons. So there are the first 3 items of the collection. Now let's move on. Let's show you something new that you have not seen before, which is this gorgeous 3-piece set. I'm going to put it on. So first off, we're going to start with the skirt and the corset, and then we will add the blazer on to complete the look. Let's talk about this skirt. As you can see, it's a nice length, just over the knee, but I was not going to fail you guys. It's got pockets. I made sure that everything in this collection came with pockets. And not just like little pockets, pockets that you can put your phone in, you know, like actually usable pockets. So this skirt has 2 pockets on either side, but it's perfectly blends in, you can't really see. It's gorgeous. And it's also got these little buttons here on the side. Now these buttons are mostly just decorative. They don't really do much because you actually do it up with the zip here. And then on top we have this corset. Now it's not like a boned corset, it's more just the fabric cut to, you know, give you that appearance of a corset, but also you can breathe. And then you have this waistband here, which will help you cinch your waist in as much as you want to be comfortable, because that's key in this. We put some gorgeous details on this, such as the zip on the front and the big chunky buckle here with the extra fabric dangling off. And then on the back, you have the straps coming down. It's quite low on the back here as well, so you can get your shoulders out, and adjustable straps up top here to make it fit in place nicely. So this is 2 of the 3-piece set. And let's add the blazer and complete the look. I'm sorry, but look how cute this is. So what we've done with this blazer is we've added in big shoulder pads to give you a bit of a dramatic shoulder going on. And then we've also got this gorgeous collar, which goes all the way to the back. Like so. How stunning. How absolutely stunning is that? Now up next, let's go for something you have seen. I like this switching between have and haven't seen. So let's keep doing that with the dog suit. So here we have it, the dog suit. So how this came about was I knew in the collection I wanted to have a sort of relaxed cupboard, something that's got like, you know, nice baggy trousers, and then like a nice jacket on top that felt smart but also felt casual. And then as we were looking through the fabrics, I came across this one. And the second I saw this dog fabric, I was just like, I need it. And the reason why is because on it is this little boy here who looks exactly like my dog Milo. Ba-doo. So I have been calling this the Milo suit, and that is how it will stay in my heart forever. You may have seen me wear this before on the Great Wall of China. Basically, I got the first set of samples before I went away to China and Japan, and I took a few with me and was like, oh, you know, I'll wear them to fun places and get like cool photos. And then I decided to wear this on the way up to the Great Wall of China. And honestly, I underestimated how many steps there would be. I was dying. It was so warm, and I was in this full suit. And the suit's not that like, it's not that the suit's really warm, it's that I also paired it with a turtleneck. And there is no shade, you're just in direct sun. And in case you can't tell by looking at me, I am not built for the sun. We are not friends, we are enemies. So yeah, I was melting. But I did manage to get a few pics and videos here and tease the collection a little bit. And everyone was like, where is that dog suit from? I was like, hee hee hee, once again, it's from my collection, but it's not coming out for a few more months, so I can't really tell you that. So I didn't tell anyone that they could buy it. So surprise, you can now. Anyway, enough of me waffling and a bit more of me showing off this gorgeous suit. Now, once again, as I promised, pockets. Now, these ones can't go as deep as we would want because they come to the bottom of the actual jacket. So because of that, they go long, and I could probably fit both my hands in here very comfortably. So you can just put your phone in sideways, you know? How about we go for a pair of shorts with this little cord? Ta-da! So another thing I definitely wanted in the collection was a two-piece that would incorporate jorts, because I do love me some jorts. Jean shorts, jean shorts. So when we were going through the fabrics, we came across this one, and straight away, like a magpie, my eyes were like, that, I need it. We need to put it into something. So we started working around and coming up with this kind of relaxed two-piece. We've got a bomber type jacket, and then below it, we've got these nice tailored jorts. They go just below the knee or just above it, depending on how high up you want to wear them. I've got it comfortably around my hip area. But yeah, this pattern is everything. Also on the jacket, like I was saying earlier, we have pop buttons. Quickly moving on to, as I promised, something you've seen before. Now tell me this isn't the most stunning thing you've ever seen in your life. I'm waiting. This is my little linen two-piece. It is super comfortable, very flowy, and very airy, so definitely one for the more summer months. Something you can put on, cover up, but also get a breeze going through. Now, from the very beginning, when this collection was literally just a possibility in the distance, and we were just beginning to have conversations, one thing I absolutely knew I wanted was to create a two-piece that basically looked like a vintage tablecloth. Do you see the vision? Do you see it? So you may have seen my videos of me dancing around at a festival in Barcelona in this outfit. Now again, I put this on and I had people coming up to me the whole festival complimenting the outfit. It's just gorgeous. I'm obsessed with it. It's so comfortable. It's definitely one of my favourite pieces in the collection. And I probably shouldn't say that because they're all my babies and I love them all individually. But if there's one that like I know I'm going to be reaching for the most, it's going to be this one. So we're going to move on to something you haven't seen. Let's go for some individual items now, because I've shown you a lot of sets, but there are a few individual pieces in there that were kind of designed with pairing them with what we've got in the collection in mind. So there's one that pairs with this very well, and that's what I'm going to show you next. So here is the top. I think it goes quite nicely with these trousers. It's a way of like breaking it up. I love this because, as I was saying earlier, it's like an elevated basic. It's quite a simple top, but then we've elevated it by putting in this fabric with these like ruffle rouge type things. So yeah, as I was saying with this one, it is more fitted, but it does have quite a lot of stretch to it. So although it does hug you quite nicely, it doesn't feel claustrophobic because you do have space to move. Or if you're like me and have gluten intolerance, but aren't very good at making sure that everything is completely gluten-free, space to bloat. What more could you ask for? I've already changed into the next fit, and again, this is one you have seen before because I wore it at the Challengers premiere. Insert picture. So yeah, here is the two-piece. It's giving baby doll. So let's attempt to break this down. On top, we've got this type of military jacket, but we softened it up with all of these little ruffles going around the whole design to give it a little bit of a sparkle, a little bit of an edge. We've also got this loose belt here that you can use to cinch you in, but you can also just loosen it up and be comfortable. Now, if you can see up close, the fabric from a distance does look just like this gorgeous baby pink, but on closer inspection, you can actually see that it is speckled with loads of little colours here and there. We've got light blues, we've got a darker pink, and we've got yellows, all speckled across. So it's a really cute, like, bubblegum-esque fabric. And then below, we have these cropped trousers to match. Take a minute for the pocket. Just take that pocket in for a second. Look how cute the pocket is. Now, I realize I haven't actually said this yet in the video, but in case it isn't already clear, these clothes are genderless. There is no gender attached to these clothes. I do not believe, personally, that gender is attached to clothing full stop, but as a society, we do like to do that, and I understand some people find comfort in it. You do you, boo. But to me, clothes are clothes regardless. If it fits my body, I wear it. So, with this collection, I wanted to make sure it was very genderless and you can wear it regardless. You know, it's for everyone. However you identify, it does not matter. Now let's move on to a piece you haven't seen again. So this is probably the most elevated basic you will get. This shirt is honestly just incredible. To keep the kind of like structure going with the ruffles on the sides, it has to be a very like thick and structured shirt, but at the same time, it doesn't feel too heavy or that like it's not breathable. It's still letting a lot of air flow through, so it's comfortable, but drama. I really wanted to add something into the collection that was just like a whoa moment. I do love a big chunky shoulder. If you've watched Bridgerton recently, I think this is something that like Cressida would wear, you know, like Cressida Carapel with her dramatic shoulders. It's giving very that. I'm gonna hide the back from you because I'm gonna show you the back in a minute after I've told you the story as to why this is in the collection. So from the front, you would think this is just your average pretty knitted vest. Oh my god, a baby fox. Oh my god, a baby fox is just hiding underneath a parked car. Oh, the little baby. Where's his mother? I am your mother. You listen to me. Stop all the mansplaining. No one's listening. Okay, he's gone. Back to focusing. Take two. So from the front, you would think this is just your average, very pretty knitted vest. But it's not. There is more. So basically, at the beginning of this collection, I wanted to add something in that kind of paid homage to one of the things you guys comment about the most in my videos. It's not me twerking. It's actually my beloved flamingo head on my wall. The amount of times I will get asked where I got that flamingo head from, honestly, it completely steals the spotlight sometimes. Now, that flamingo head was actually a housewarming gift from my mother, who got it from a vintage store in the Midlands. So it's not something I've ever been able to send a link to someone and be like, oh, you can buy this, because I don't know if you can buy them anywhere. But what I can do is add flamingos to the collection. One of the ideas I brought to the table at the very beginning was I wanted to find a way to incorporate a flamingo, which I'm sure at first the team were like, is he okay? But once I explained to them why, it seemed just like the most obvious link to the collection, like something that brings my content and my videos to life in this collection. Now, this is a quite fitted item, so if you prefer something a bit more baggy, I do recommend sizing up. I actually think once the collection comes out, I'm going to be ordering myself one that's maybe like 2 sizes up, so I can alternate between like on the days where I want to be hugged and snug, and then the days where I just want to be a bit more loosey-goosey. So we only have 6 items now left in the collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the 3-piece for last and work through the next items. So up next, we have 2 more standalone pieces. We've got this little shirt moment over here. And what we've done is we've elevated it by adding in these balloon type sleeves, but also this little jewel detail. So this comes on and off, but it is included within the product. So you will get this little chain to go on your collars, and then yeah, of course, take it on and off if you like. We've also got the pop button situation going on here. This is just one of those really simple to style pieces, which will pretty much go with most of the items in this collection. Now on the bottom, we've got these tailored shorts. So I wanted something that I could put on that would feel a bit smart, but also get my legs out in the summer. I do love wearing shorts, but it's quite hard to find nice fitting ones that look smart enough to wear to certain events in certain places. But of course, I couldn't just put out a basic tailored short. So what we have done is add little elements like the pockets details here to just give it a little bit of a pizzazz, a bit of me, you know? Now, we're going to move on to our last individual piece. And this is something I've actually been wearing a lot in the past, like 2 weeks since I picked it up. This beautiful oversized trench coat. So I love a trench coat, especially in the spring and autumn months. You know, when you want something that's going to be like a bit light, but also just give you a little bit more warmth, a bit more protection from the outside elements. Well, this is exactly that. Fabric is quite light, but once it's on and it's all wrapped up and snug, it does actually protect you from quite a lot of the cold, especially if it's windy. I've been wearing this a lot, and it's very, very windy in London at the moment, and it's been a dream. It's been perfect. There's so many details on this trench that I just absolutely love. I think this is definitely such a standout piece. Let's go through them one by one as much as we can. So, of course, we've got the belt here, which helps cinch in the waist and just give it that structure. The other thing I absolutely adore is these pockets. So we wanted to have some like really dramatic 3D pockets, things that kind of like flap out on the edge. So these are on the outside of the coat rather than on the inside, and it just gives this extra drama. So I got a few things in this one so you can see. It really just adds that structure to the pocket and makes it really 3D. So I love that detail. Another detail that I'm pretty sure you've already spotted by now is that on the sleeves, we've added these straps that you can use and adjust to how you like them to create this balloon effect on the arm, but also to cinch it in and give you this kind of what I like to call hand umbrella. I wore this in the rain once, and it was great because as I was walking, my phone was in my hand and it was completely covered from the rain. So now these are my hand umbrellas. On the back, you've got all this detailing as well to kind of give it that traditional trench coat structure. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I love it. And you will probably see me walking around in this a lot over the next couple of months. So we're now moving on to the last three pieces. And as I said, this is a 3-piece set. So technically it's a 2-piece set with 2 variations to switch out, which makes it a 3-piece. So you can wear it how you want and you can pair it as you like. Let's jump into it. So here we have it. We are at the denim 3-piece. So this is like a denim corduroy type fabric. And what we've done is created this jacket, which obviously has its very pretty moment here. I'll come closer so you can see the detailing on that. But the absolute best thing about this is the drama when you turn around. It's backless, baby. I really, really wanted to add in like a backless jacket, something that you could put on, turn around and be like, pow, you know, like a little moment. So to pair with this, we've added in this pleated mid-length skirt, as you can see. Of course, pockets are a must, as promised. And the detailing you've got on this is you've got this little belt here, which ties around to cinch it. But underneath here is 3 buttons that pop in and keep it together quite tightly. I also love how this kind of flares out at the bottom. It's not a straight pencil skirt. It kind of like gives this extra zhuzh at the bottom. And together they are gorgeous. But I wanted to add a little bit more drama and a bit more option. So we also took the same fabric and created a pair of denim trousers. But with a twist. These denim trousers have this zip that goes all the way up. And it literally goes all the way up. So you can have your little moment like this with your nice flared denim 2-piece, giving attitude, giving moment, you know. And then do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. You can get your legs out. Love it. How great is that? Now my leg's free. One of my favourite things about this set is that depending on what bottoms you wear, it completely changes the vibe. For me, I think when I'm wearing the skirt with this, it kind of gives that more elevated, fancy vibe. But then when I'm wearing the trousers, it kind of brings it to a more casual vibe. So I can't believe I'm saying it, but that concludes my collection with Labour Ale. I really, really hope you guys love this collection as much as I do. It's been such a passion project of joy to work on. Like, it's honestly just been, I've been so excited, and I really struggle with keeping things secret. Like, I'm just not good at keeping my mouth shut. So having to like spend the last 10 months working on this and not being able to share every single detail along the way has been painful to say the least, but we are finally here. We are finally launching it, and I cannot wait to see what you guys like, what you guys get. And of course, I need to say thank you. All of this is possible because of you guys. I would never get these opportunities to create such a thing if it weren't for you showing me endless love and support on my content and hyping me up and, you know, giving me the confidence to continue and experiment more and grow more and all that stuff. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, I really can't wait to see you all in the collection. If you do get stuff, let me know. If you have any questions at all about the collection, please put them in the comments. I will be getting back to you as much as possible and trying to give as much information as possible to help you all out. And if you do get something, please tag me in photos, DM me photos. Like, I really want to see you guys in this collection out in the wild. And yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I'm gonna end this now. Goodbye.